Good morning, y'all. Baby chicks are outside now in front of the camper. I have to be a vigilant parent because there's a cat. She's usually pretty good about things, but just in case. I hope everybody is doing well today. Look at them go. Now the little ones are guinea hens. I have 3. I'm hoping one is a boy. But the others you see will be Americanas, that's the golden ones, and barred rocks, that's the dark ones. There's 2 dark ones and 2 golden ones. Here she comes. That's everybody. They just seem to be having a really good time. So we'll watch them for a while. I think, in fact, I'm going to sit down here on this step of my camper. There we go. You know, I watched these guys before I picked them out. I wanted to see if there was some qualities I could see while they were brooding around with their little sisters at the store. And so I picked them out for what seemed like intelligence, independence, not terribly aggressive. It turns out that the Americanas are a little bit more aggressive. Look at that. I love how the little ones have now been able to snuggle with the barred rocks. So far, they are my favorites. They seem to have a very, very good disposition. They're curious. They're easier to handle, which I have to do as much as I can every day. Because you got to clip toenails, and you got to check boo-boos, and, things happen to your chickens, and you got to be able to check them. Of course, the easiest way is to wait till it's time for them to go to sleep to do that. But if you could develop a relationship or a little rapport with them, it's better. So this is their first day outside. They have been living in my camper. Have mercy. What a mess. Oh my goodness. But I figured it would be worth it. We only had 2 chickens left. I'm sorry, but out here are foxes, coyotes, eagles, owls. Lots of things that can take them away. But as I watch them here, kind of like a parent, I'm proud. And I also wish them the best life. For me, this is my 5 minutes of joy. Oh, I have love in my life. I have, some very wonderful friends, and I have all of you. But this simple pleasure of watching life happen in the springtime it's just one of my favorite things. So here we are, watching chickens take a bath. They're curious about everything I do. They won't run and jump in my lap. They won't do that. But they at least allow me to be close to them, and they follow me, which I like. Look, they're turning upside down. Oh, that's so funny. You gotta love them. You just do. The good part out here is that there's grasshoppers. Every year grasshoppers come. Some years they're pretty bad. But as long as I've had chickens, I have not had a grasshopper problem at all. I think that's probably true of every farmer. Don't you tip that over. Don't you tip that over. Good job, good job. It's a beautiful day. Thank you for sharing this few moments with me. It will be like this from now on, with music and everything else scattered in between. It will. this was a life I had chosen because of its simplicity. Things are pretty much, you got stuff to do, and if you get the stuff done, everything goes fine. Hi, babies. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? What do you see? Oh, please don't be the cat. Kiki, if that's you, you better go on now. We're not going to have this discussion this morning. Oh, it's the goose. I don't know whether to trust the goose around the chicks or not. One day I was moving them from an outside pen back in, and the goose tried to attack me. Now, I don't know if the goose thought that he was protecting the chicks from me, or if he was going to try to hurt the chicks, and I had to defend him. I was ready to. We kind of gave each other the eye to eye. Aren't they precious? I hear Goose in the background. He's not too close. Aww. They all nestle together and they seem to get along. I like that. At first, the Americanas were really aggressive to them. Hi, fellas. Oh, my goodness. What are we doing? What are we doing? Here, let's go out a little bit. What are we doing? Do we not know? Guineas are very hyper-vigilant. They make excellent watchdogs. They're quite noisy. There will be no mice and there will be no snakes when they grow up because they take care of all of that. They're probably one of the most useful of the fowl to have on your ranch. Pretty cute, aren't they? They really are. And they seem to be very affectionate to one another. So if I could win them over, I think they'd be wonderful assets. As you can see, I've got a tiny little yard here. I do, a tiny little yard. This is just in front of my camper. Looks like everybody's kind of bedding down for a nap. That's good. Just my little morning bit of sunshine for y'all, those in the big city. Oh my goodness. I'm going to come in a little closer so you can see. You know, all birds do this. There's a special place up under the sagebrush where the other hens would go and dirt bathe. And I noticed in their wallows, there were little wallows all around them, and that's where the sparrows would come. And they would do the same thing. So on any given morning, you could have chickens and sparrows out there all getting a dirt bath. Hi, Goose. Hi, Goose. You want to see him? He's such an ornery old thing. I hear you. Don't you worry about these guys now. Don't you give them no never mind. I'm just saying, we will come to words. Yeah, they're all nestling down. They're going to have a nap. I think they look real happy. I hope they stay that way. I hope we have lots of good eggs. Goose, where are you? Oh, I can't see him. He must be on the other side. Well, y'all, it's just 10 minutes of chickens. But I love you. Thought I'd bring that to you here in my little tiny yard beside my camper. Maybe a little later we'll do a tour and you can see how the place looks. You'll be able to see the work that it probably needs, things like that. Hi, Goose. Oh, my goodness. Hold on. We're going to have to look at this. What is it? You may not have the chickens. I don't know what your intentions are yet, so I don't trust you yet. So, what's up? This is Goose, the very goose that the lullaby inspired. His feet are all but frozen off. His wings were this way at birth. I understand that this happens sometimes. They're just born that way. So he can unfold them and flap them and everything, but when they fold back up, they stick straight out. And he's got to be at least 20 years old. At least. My understanding is geese can live to 40 years old and beyond. Just amazing to me. He's low maintenance, but he has quite the attitude, huh, Goose? Quite the attitude. Yeah. Right now he's checking out the chicks through the fence. What do you think? All right. Well, y'all, I leave you with this stoic reminder of ranch life. Your Goose. I love you dearly. And I wish y'all a great day. I just had to bring the chickens to you. I can't help it. I love my little ranch family. Anyway, take care. 5 minutes of joy. I'm just saying. I don't know if you can hear it. There's some cars going by, but boy, there's a lot of birds out here singing and everything. Even in this place, out in the desert. I love y'all. Bye-bye.